There are many Ielts trainers. I really don't want to comment on that, but they fill up your minds with all such kind of stupidity or the things that make no sense at all. There is Hello friends, how are you doing today? And thanks for joining me for today's video. It is about Ielts speaking, something very important that you really need to learn and understand about the Ielts speaking exam. My name is Mr. Ramandeep Singh, an Ielts expert, and you're watching YouTube channel Raman Ielts Coaching. If you are new here, please subscribe this channel so that you can get updates of my newly uploaded videos and you can access thousands of videos related to the Ielts preparation that I have uploaded on this channel. Today's video is about how to better utilize your 1-minute time during your Ielts speaking interview. Many of you should be aware about this thing, that during the Ielts speaking interview, after the end of part 1 and before the beginning of part 2, Ielts examiner offers you 1 minute to prepare your cue card. As you know that part 2 is the cue card, when the examiner gives you a cue card and offers you a 1-minute time to prepare a speech, and you have to then continuously speak for approximately 1 to 2 minutes time. Now the question with the students is that how to make a good use of this 1-minute time. What you usually do? First thing, I would say that at most institutes where you take Ielts training, they don't even take your personal interview. Then how you would actually realize and understand the importance of the time? Another thing that I would say, that even if you join the institutes, then they do not make you familiar with the Ielts speaking exam pattern. They would either listen part 1 topic from you, or they will randomly listen follow-ups, or they may listen just a cue card. They would never ever get you familiar with the complete Ielts speaking interview. So in this scenario or in this situation, you can never understand how you should be utilizing that 1-minute time. But if you've been given the opportunity to give the exam or a mock exam just like the real interview, then you would be able to understand how important is that 1-minute time for you. Now, actually, there is something that on the minds of many students, that utilizing that 1-minute time for making notes casts a negative impression on the examiner. Oh, who give you such kind of things to think about? There are many Ielts trainers. I really don't want to comment on that, but they fill up your minds with all such kind of stupidity or the things that make no sense at all. There is nothing like a strong or a poor impression if you make notes. It's a wise decision if you make notes, because those notes can really help you while you present your speech in front of the examiner. Now, what you should be doing during this 1-minute time? 1-minute time can be utilized in different ways. You may write the ideas that you are going to bring in your speech while presenting, or you may write the complete cue card. However, it is not going to be possible at all. I have seen many students, they start writing, well, I would like to talk or take this opportunity. How much you can write in 1 minute? You don't even have much time to read all the cues. What you are going to think and what you are going to write, just give it a thought. The best thing that you can do is at least jot down the same cues that the examiner has given you in the cue card. The fact is that as soon as the examiner would say you to please start your answer, there are high chances that the examiner take that cue card back. Now, if you haven't written anything, there are high chances that once you start your speech, you completely forget what the cue card was or what the cues were at least, and there are high chances that you may miss one important cue. If you miss any of the important cue or any of the cue, I would say, because important, in that case you would get scores for your partial answer. It is a must for you that you cover each and every cue that is there in the cue card, and for that reason I personally recommend 1 minute time is not too much. You need time to read the question, you need time to read the cues, you need time to think about an idea, you need time to develop a story in your mind. So whatever the time you have with you, I recommend make use of that piece of paper and pencil and write down the cues at least, so that once you start you can at least take the reference and continue your speech accordingly. However, if you are a good speaker, if you are a good writer, you collect your ideas instantly, you don't have to waste too much time to think. In that case, I would say come up with the main things that you are going to present in your cue card, where you went, for example, Shimla, with whom, with your friends, things like that, hotel stay, sightseeing. If you jot down these kind of things also going to do equally good for you, because now you can take the reference. Okay, I forgot sightseeing. Well, there are many places in Shimla to visit, so on the very first day we visited. So now if you get stuck, you have more things to talk about and continue your speech. So I hope you got the idea and you realize the importance of using the piece of paper that's been provided to you and the 1 minute time that's been offered to you by the examiner to make short notes if you need. So bear it in your mind that you must avail this opportunity. Don't think that it is going to cast a negative impression on the examiner if you are going to use that 1 minute time and write down some notes. It is good idea, and if you are not going to make some notes prior to delivering your speech, you may have to repent. That's pretty much all from my side in this video, guys. Thank you very much. If you like the contents of this video, do give it a thumbs up and mention in the comment section what other videos or what other doubts you have related to your IELTS speaking exam, so that I can help you. Thanks very much for joining.